Okay, so how are you going to approach these 13 episodes?
In the same inimitable fashion we've approached the entire series, which is to disregard any of the conventional wisdom about how to make a TV show and just concentrate on telling incredible stories.
Isn't there a sense in which having fewer episodes, right now here I'm being a journalist, isn't it on some level an advantage for the writers? Not so many multicolored storylines have to be developed, and maybe there's a little more pressure, focus.
I think we get to pare it back, especially in light of the fact that, it's a reduced order of episodes for the season. This may be the last season we're telling this story. I think it allows us to concentrate on the characters and the big moves for this story that we've been telling all along. Maybe fewer of the, we've never really had episodes in between. We've always imagined every episode ratchets up our long-form storytelling. But here, certainly, as Jim was just saying, by the way, Mike, I think you're making an excellent journalist. I'm just putting that out.
Feel free to help. We don't mind.
Just saying, the last conversation, it's going to be a lean and mean season. We pack an awful lot through every season, and we've had this storyline broken for some time. So fitting all the moves in is going to be fun change.
So which direction you guys wish to go for those 12 episodes? Like things that maybe your characters haven't explored yet after all those seasons?
I think we have to stay on point in defeating Samaritan. I mean, we have no shot. And if we don't deal with that, we've got to find a way to get our machine back online. The time old good versus evil. Right now, it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Empire Strikes Back. We've got our asses whooped, and we've got to find a way to somehow go on the attack and expose them. And we won't be able to use the machine like we have, or find a way how to do it, and at the same time go dark enough to where we can get Samaritan in a compromised position so we can get the machine back up without being recognized. There's a lot of things going on. So they were asking us on the other table, any romance? Maybe if I'm going down an escalator and blow some chick a kiss or something like that. But that's about it before I shoot somebody.
We might be able to accommodate a little bit.
I mean, what does that mean for Harold and Root, who are so in tune with the machine, and if they don't have the machine, at least in the beginning, how do they deal with things?
Well, I suppose it becomes about rebooting. I suppose it's about let's get it up. Let's try to put it back together and solving that set of problems would be a season's work. But there'll be discussion along the way about what version 2 of the machine looks like and acts like, and what are its parameters. Does it have limits, or does it have more or less license than it did previously? Those would be some of the philosophical issues that they might wish to hammer out between them, since they're part of a family of a sort.
I think you said at the very beginning that you had either 5 or 6 season plans for the show. I think very back. Are you still going to have enough time to tell the story that you had in your mind?
Absolutely. We've been very fortunate. We've made 90 episodes of this show. By the end of the season, we've made 103. Kind of a daunting, Herculean amount of television.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate. We've had a very supportive studio and network allowing us to really get into these, dark, odd corners about AI and about the shape of things to come. And we've got to tell some really great stories. And we love making this show. We'd love to continue making this show. But we are going to design this season with an eye towards, if this is the last season, no one's going to be disappointed. We're going to have some some pretty spectacular storytelling.
Do you have something, since you're going to be getting to that 100th episode, is there something special that you're going to be doing?
I don't want to ruin it. In terms of the content of the episode?
I mean, anything, yeah. I mean, if you're doing something special, anything you can tease about that?
It's the one in which Reese dies. Jim thinks it's simplest compliment. We never quite hit the episode sort of spectrum. We never quite got our Halloween episode or our Valentine's Day episode. Jim was always clamoring for Valentine's Day episode. We never quite, we've got a story to tell. I will say that the 100th episode will be on or about an episode in which the fans are literally smashing down the doors to try to kill probably Denise, but certainly the rest of the producers. That's all I can share with you.
Jim, I thought one of my favorite episodes was when Taraji returned this past season.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how that was to film? Because it was emotional for me to watch. I don't know if it was for you to film.
These guys keep these stories so close to them. I have no idea. I mean, literally, I get a phone call and Jonah says, Taraji's going to be there. What? She's dead. No, well, we'll see. Blah, blah, blah. And he kind of explained the whole thing, but it literally was, I had no idea that was coming. But be that as may, our chemistry is extraordinary. And you care about these guys. When you lose someone like that, and I don't know how many people on the street tell me how sad that they still talk about that. And several of my friends came up to me and they flipped it on. I said, "Oh, this is a rerun." Well, what the heck are they playing this? She's gone. Well, of course, they found out. And some people turned the channel, and the next day they said, "No, you got to go back and watch it." So we're on WGN this year and Netflix.
No, it was emotional for me watching that. Taraji and Greg and I had always said, everyone lives forever in flashback. And it's kind of one of the beautiful things about the way we've told the story in the show. Brett Coleman's character has never actually been alive on the show. He's always been alive, only in flashback. So we knew we'd find an opportunity to have her back. And it was just, as Jim said, chemistry. It was emotional, seeing the two of them, all of you guys together again. That wonderful chemistry, which is what makes a TV show, and it's so kind of hard to describe, easy to know. It's just lovely to see them all back together.
Last question. Is there, yet if Shaw will have appearance in these 13 episodes? That's the question that people keep asking.
I don't know. I saw in the finale there was a little shot there. I mean, she's out there somewhere. She's out there somewhere.
Cool. Thank you.